sa'yo ko lang nadarama.
We would like to express that the opinions, views, comments, and suggestions of the host in this program are purely their own and do not reflect those of Pinoy Radio.
In this digital age, we manage to deliver, evolve, adapt. That's why we continue to grow. This is Pinoy Radio, and we cover all platforms available online. That's why we're taking large and rapid steps for our fellow Filipinos here in Canada and around the world. Growing by leaps and bounds in 2019. PinoyRadio.com is a member of the MCBN Media Group. Welcome. Broadcasting from the World Wide Web. This is PinoyRadio.com.
24/7 of today's best Filipino music on Pinoy Radio. PinoyRadio.com. Just log on, it's always on PinoyRadio.com.
Palatuntunang magbibigay aliw sa mga pusong romantiko. Hatid ay musikang tatak Pinoy, awiting lahing kayumanggi, buhay at pag-ibig. Programang hitik na hitik sa tema, punong-puno ng iba't ibang paksa. Samahan si Agatha Luna at ang kanyang mga kaibigan. Isang oras ng kwentuhan, talakayan, pasayahin kayo, libangin at maghatid ng walang kamatayang kundiman. Tuwing Sabado, alas 9 hanggang alas 10 ng umaga, Eastern Standard Time. Usap tayo kabayan.
Hello, good morning ho sa inyong lahat. Good morning North America, around the world. Good evening Philippines and Asia. Sana ho mag-enjoy kayo ngayon. It's a Saturday morning. Sa Philippines, gabi na. Mag-ano na lang kayo, mag-tea muna bago kayo matulog. O, habang nasa iPad kayo at nakahiga, pakinggan nyo na lang kami o itabi nyo na lang. So, we hope you're gonna have a wonderful day. Even here in Canada, yung araw natin dito, it's going to be a little bit crazy, the weather. Because loob ng isang araw, the weather changes, yes, right?
True.
And of course, basta mag-ingat lang tayo. And I hope you will enjoy our program kasi lalo sa kapwa nating Filipinos, you know, and those who are listening, we are sharing Philippine history. Why I'm, actually we're sharing the Philippine history and there are things that sometimes we have to learn. So, of course, on behalf of Percy, good morning and good evening, good afternoon, and good midnight. And of course, Melissa.
Hello, good morning, Tita. Good morning, world. Ganun, no?
Yes. Lalo kaya si Omar nakikinig dyan. Good morning, world.
Good morning. Timog Hilaga, Kanluran, ng silangan ng buong mundo. Ito na naman po ang isang oras ng buhay pag-ibig tungkol sa buhay, tungkol sa pag-ibig, at tungkol sa araw-araw na nangyayari.
Yes. Mga diba? Issues, maraming mga issues. We would like to explain that, sometimes it's not, I am non-political, but syempre, I try to be objective. Of course, my opinions minsan is only based on what I read.
Yes.
Okay? And then, syempre, parang binabalance ko yung binabasa ko and doon ako nagde-decide kung anong magiging opinion ko. I have to remind na, alam mo naman, Melissa, hindi naman tayo mga journalist.
Opo.
Pero I read na to be a journalist daw, hindi naman kailangan na mag-aral ka ng journalism. Pero ito tandaan nyo, mas maganda yung nag-aral.
Yes.
Diba? Mas maganda yung nag-aral kasi at least alam mo yung tamang way maybe to write or to put things together. So, hindi ko sinasabing you don't have to, but it is much better. Kasi nabasa ko yan of course, sa internet, when we do research that to be a journalist, you don't really have to be, to finish your bachelor's degree in journalism or master's degree. But, sabi nga nila, may nakaalala sa akin.
Ala! Sino po kaya yun? Nakaalala kay Tita.
Yung galit sa akin. But, sabi nga nila, kasi pag mag-a-apply ka ng trabaho, you get better pay and you can do things much better pag nag-aral ka ng journalism. Okay? So, ikina-clarify ko lang sa kanila na hindi tayo journalist.
Hindi po.
We are more, I guess, commentators. broadcasters.
Announcers.
Nagsishare lang po ng opinion sa mga
nababasa
natin at saka nakikita yung artikulo na nakakaintriga.
Yes.
Na pwedeng dalahin at ibigay ng opinions
And
sa
of course,
publiko.
we try to find a material na magsusupport nun.
Opo.
Diba?
Yan ang kagandahan. Hindi na, kaya wag po, yung mga bashers po dyan, we love you.
Yeah. Do not, do not take things personally in a sense. Or, some people may say, oh, Agatha, you're stupid because ganto ganyan. It's not being stupid. We are all entitled to our opinions, right? And if somebody gives us an advice and it's something constructive, then let us accept it and appreciate yung nagbigay na yon.
Yes. Kaya ingat.
Kasi we learn from that.
Mm-hmm. Hindi po naman tao lang po tayo.
Yeah, hindi. It's not only that, but you know what? Sometimes there are little things na akala natin na alam na natin lahat, pero actually hindi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Mm-hmm. It's not that we are being ignorant. It's just that I guess we, sometimes it depends on our capacity on what we're interested in.
Yes.
Okay? So, okay. Papasok na tayo sa history of the Philippines. Pero yung history na pag-uusapan natin, Melissa, is yung 1900s hanggang before the Spanish time.
Yes.
Kasi 1521, dun na yata na-discover ni Magellan.
Yes.
Actually, hindi niya na-discover. Nadapa lang siya, napunta siya ng Mactan.
At na doon na pinaikot-ikot. Opo.
So, okay, I will just read a certain paragraphs and then I will, Melissa, you can do the following. Yung recorded history of the Philippines begins with the creation of the Laguna copper plate inscription. Narinig na natin sa news to, nagkakaroon ng intriga between the Chinese government and the Filipino government. This is in the 1900s. The first written document found in the ancient Philippine language, the inscription itself identifies the date of its creation, and on its deciphering in 1992 moved the boundary between Philippine history and prehistory back 600 years. The Philippines is classified as part of the Indosphere and Sinosphere, making its many cultures sophisticated intermixed. Prior to the LCI, yung itong Laguna copper plate, the earliest record of the Philippine Islands corresponded with the arrival of Ferdinand Magellan. Of course, yun ang na-recorded.
Yes.
Okay, that is 1551 na. Pero ang pag-uusapan natin prior to the Spanish occupation. Sabi nga, kasi noon we were in tribes. At saka hindi noon kingdom, 'di ba? Kahit sa China noon it was kingdom.
Yes, laging kingdom ang ano nila.
The East Kingdom, the Upper Kingdom, the Middle Kingdom.
And then the empire.
Yes. Kasi doon nung naibuo nila, it became an empire.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Rajahanates and the Sultanate, some are even part of larger empire outside of the modern-day map of what is now the Philippines. For example, Manila was once part of the Bruneian Empire. Another example is many parts of the modern-day Mindanao is theorized to be part of the Majapahit Empire, which is capital being located in East Java, in the modern-day Indonesia. So it was the Spanish that named the collection of Southeast Asian islands they conquered as Las Islas Filipinas, the geographical location of which the modern-day country of the Philippines based on its territories. Kasi kaya naman naging Philippines kasi kay King Philip. But if we look at it, kaya nga sinasabi, mas part tayo ng Indonesia, Indochina.
Yeah.
Kasi Indonesia, Malaysia,
kasi yung
Vietnam,
din,
Cambodia.
Opo.
We are more on the Eastern tayo, di ba? East Asia, like India. So, kaya nga kung titignan mo talaga, ang Filipino, ang lahi natin more Malaysian, Indonesian, Chinese.
Yes. Tama po kayo dyan, tita.
Mayroon pa nga East Indian, you'll never know. Di ba? So, kung sasabihin natin, ang talagang original natin, we are more sa Asia talaga. yung tinatawag na East Asian.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken.
Mostly doon tayo naging close.
Yeah, kaya nga iba-iba ang features natin. Ang Malayans, pwedeng pagkamalang Filipino. Indonesians, pwede rin.
Yeah.
And if you will look at their language, mayroong similarity.
Opo.
Kaya lang minsan iba-ibang meaning. Okay? So other sources of pre-colonial history includes archaeological findings, records from contact with Song Dynasty, the Bruneian Empire, Japan, and Muslim traders. And then in the genealogical records of Muslim rulers and collected account which were put into writing by Spanish chroniclers in the 17th century, as well as then exact culture pattern which has not yet been swept away by the coming tide of Hispanization. The period prior to Spanish colonization made the Philippines a part of both Indosphere and Sinosphere.
Parang yung Indosphere, lang po, parang like Indonesia. Doon
Indo-China, yung tinatawag na Indo-China, Sinosphere, more like siguro yung mga Singapore, So, we are on that side. Kaya minsan, sinasabing bakit tayo mga Filipino, maano sa China, because during even pre-Spanish, ang unang nagtitrade pala sa atin was China.
Yeah. Opo.
Kaya tayo malakas ang lahi ng Chinese. If we will look at our pre-colonial history, aside from China, we had the Dutch. Pero kasi these people, ang Chinese, ang Indonesians, ang Chinese, ang Dutch, Armenians were trading with us too. But all these people, they did not think of colonizing.
They just
even
only
China
go for
did not
business.
think of colonizing. I think it only started during the Second World War.
Yeah, doon lang po sila nag-import. Pero back then, it's all about business and helping each country.
Kung titignan mo nga ang European countries, ang US, ang Germany, Europe, right? They were more of the colonizers. Diba? Sila ang mas colonizers. Europe even Spain, Portugal, all these countries, they're more of the colonizers. And, if I look at when we watch movies, kasi sometimes yung mga movies based on history, mga Vikings, mga Europeans, if you will look at their culture, actually, compared to the Asian culture, during the time of, in China, in India, mas cultured pa sila
Yes.
compared sa Vikings. And I look at the Vikings, ay Diyos ko dahil, kaburara. During that time, siguro ngayon sasabihin natin yun. Siyempre, nung time na yun, sa kanila, okay lang yun. Kasi mas wild sila.
Pero
and then,
inaano lang kasi.
They have the gall to call us barbarians. Right? Pero kung tutuusin mo, yung time nila, mas grabe pala sila. If you will look at the generation, yung year ng culture ng China or India or maybe the Babylonian, and you look at the na mga Vikings, it's I don't know. This is based on the books I read, the stories I watch. And of course, syempre sa movie, it's already cinematic.
Yes.
Diba? Syempre,
meron na konting twist sila
may konting twist. Cinematic na yun. But still, if you read ang mga books, makikita mo especially yung detailed description.
Yes.
Sabi nga nila, mas maano minsan magbasa ng libro kaysa manood. Kasi mas detailed ang nakasulat.
Kaso lang ako mas more into visual than sometimes pag maganda yung story, then I'll go read for the book. Dahil gusto kong makita yung details niya bago ko panoorin sa movie.
Ako din, ganon, it depends, Pero when it comes to history, I like to read a bit. Hindi ko naman sinabi. So, I would like to clarify, hindi tayo experts because we are not historians.
Yes.
But we have materials that can support yung binabasa natin. Okay? Ikaw, basahin mo, Melissa, yung 100 BC, no?
100 BC onward. Iron Age finds in Philippines Point the existence of trade between Tamil Nadu and the Philippine island during the 9th and 10th centuries BC. The Philippines is believed by some historians to be in the island of Cyrus, the Golden One, which is the name given by ancient Greek writers in reference to the island rich of gold east of Indian. Pomponius.
Isipin mo we were rich in gold then.
Back in the days.
Back in those days. Pero hindi kasi sila mahilig mag-colonize. So this is based on
trading lang sila.
Trading.
Helping out. So, as a Marinus of Tyre and the Periplus of the Erythraean Sea, mentioned in this island of 100 BC, it is basically the equivalent of Indian Subarnadiba, the island of gold.
Hirap na mga pronunciation.
Kagabi ko ba itong talaga pinopronounce.
Pasensya na kayo, hindi kami expert sa mga ganyan.
Tinatry ko po Josephus calls it Latin Aurea and equates the island with Biblica Opir, from where the ships of Tyre and Solomon brought back gold and other trades items. Historian Otley Bayer said that Dawnman, the aborigines of the Philippines, existed 250,000 years ago, although the Calauman fossils and have been dated as 65,000 years ago. The possibility of Lawan in Samar Island, an important part of Polynesian civilization, was confirmed somehow by a finding of Australian study that the Pacific Island Philippines could be homeland of Polynesians in the Pacific Oceans. The immigration of the Filipinos to different Pacific islands who are identified today as Polynesian and inwards into the Philippine Islands like in Tondo happened slowly in thousands of years. It is evidenced by existence of an ancient shipping industry based on Palapag, which was later converted into shipping repair station of the galleon trades, and is identified by some historian as to the so-called Lacanate of Lawan, once headed by Dato Iberian, and was mentioned by Henry Scott in his writing, particularly in the Bingi of Lawan.
So, kung makikita natin, ang rich pala ng culture ng Filipinos. So, kaya lang tayo natawag na Filipinos because we were given the name Philippines.
Yes.
After King Philip.
Tapos inano na lang nila.
But if you will look at it pala, we are all composed from different places. We all came from different places. Kaya siguro ang ugali natin Pilipino, iba-iba talaga, hindi natin ma-unite.
Hindi katulad like for example yung sa Asia, di ba yung ganun mentality na. Sa atin, variety.
Variety of mentalities tayo because we come from different cultures like Polynesians. Imagine, sa Tondo pala. So, if you look at Polynesians, totoo yun, they also look like us.
Yes, definitely.
Siyempre, hindi yung panahon ngayon kasi ngayon may mga Spanish, may mga mix na tayo.
Nagbi-mix-mix
Pero
na siya.
if you will look at the culture noon, even during the Spanish time, makikita mo may matangkad, may maliliit, may, we come in different shapes and sizes, sabi nga na dati
and
ko.
color.
Yeah. Usually, ang color natin, if you will look at it, dito, sa mga tropical islands, okay? Why is it that in tropical islands, we are darker in color? We are darker in color kasi yung pigment natin, mas darker, kailangan natin ng protection sa sun.
Yes.
That is the reason. If you will look at the Europe, yung mga colder countries, minsan pag nanonood ka, Diyos ko day, ang lamig-lamig, bakit wala man nakaganyan lang yan?
Oo.
Di ba? Because sila, less ang pigment nila to protect them naman from the cold. Marunong ang Diyos, ano? If you think about it. Like, So, kaya kita mo ngayon, yung mga tayong nagpapaputi, hindi ko naman sinabing, but majority, who wants to be fair, they have to hide from the sun. Kasi wala na silang pigment na magpo-protect sa kanila.
True.
Kaya kita mo yung iba, kita mo yung mga puti, pag nagpapa-sunburn, namumula.
Yes.
Pero ang darker skin ka, pag nagpapa-sunburn ka, you usually remain your color. You can become darker.
Yes, pero balik ulit.
Pero still, you are protected from the sun.
Yes.
Kaya bihira siguro, quote-unquote, sa atin na may skin cancer. Unless you're overexposed.
Yes.
Look in Africa. You look at
very rare po.
Yeah, yung mga countries na ganon. So, these are the reasons, if you think about it, di ba? Ang
Yeah,
galing.
if you put it all together, it's like, it does make sense at all.
Oo.
Yeah.
So, these are the reasons na tayong mga Filipino, if we ituro din natin, we have to learn that where do we really come from? Ano ba talaga ang origin natin? Kasi, I'm from the Philippines, that's my culture. But what is the culture of the Filipino people?
Exactly.
Ang
That's
culture
the
na
question.
natututunan natin ngayon is yung Spanish culture. Hindi na masyado sa talagang sinauna.
Opo.
Kasi yung sinauna, bawat tribe iba-iba eh. Di ba? Now, yung mayroon pang isa, yung Kamhantik limestone tombs. This is during the 890 after death
Opo.
to the 1030 after death.
death.
This is after, The limestone tombs of Kamhantik in the Buena Vista protected landscape in Quezon Province was known to Manila researchers of the National Museum of the Philippines in 2011. The coffins were believed to be at least 1,000-year-old initially.
Wow.
Imagine. It is composed of 15 limestone coffins that can be dated back from the period of 10th to 14th century based on one of National Museum's top archaeologists. A complex archaeological site with both habitations and burial remains from the period of approximately 10th to the 14th century, the first of its kind in the Philippines, having carved limestone tombs. However, after carbon dating the human bones found in the site, it was known that the age of the site is much older, between 890. Ang rich ng culture natin, ano? The
Yeah.
archaeological site is part of the 280 hectares of forest land that was declared a government protected area in 1998 to keep away treasure hunters and slash and burn farmers. However, the site has been looted already prior to proper archaeological search. All of the leads of the coffin have already been stolen along with most of the remains, jars.
Kaya nag-ano eh. Pero kung yung meron pa rin po naggaganon sa Pilipinas, kung if you look into
Go to the museum, yung Ayala Museum.
Pero tsaka din po yung sa mga islands, sa mga bundok. Meron pa rin po nagre-research na mga ganon. Tahimik lang sila.
Yes.
Yeah,
of course.
Yung mga mountain climbers na mga ganon.
Yeah.
Nag-i-explore lagi sila.
Yeah. So that is the interesting part, if you really dig onto the Philippine history, before the Spanish era, we are so rich in culture. The Philippines is so rich in culture that, it will take time for us to absorb it. Of course, ang kaugalian, namana naman natin yan sa kinanununuan. We are looking more pre-Spanish time.
Yes.
Okay? So, even before, at saka noon talaga may mga babaeng, sultana rin eh. Di ba? So, if you will look at it, whether male or female, kasi mga tribes. Okay?
May equality pa rin.
So,
Nandun pa rin
doon
siya.
natin makikita. So, we will go muna sa hanap buhay
Yeah.
natin.
To be continued po, pagbabalik po namin sa aming paghahanap buhay.
Ang palatuntunang kulay ng buhay at pag-ibig ay muling magbabalik makalipas lamang ng ilang paggunita.
In 2012, it's Ambiciosa. 2014, and Kapal. 2018, and Kulit. Dolci's Last na To. Promise. This time in Toronto. Primetime Events Group in cooperation with TFC presents Ann Curtis for another round. March 16, Saturday, 7:30 at the Meeting House, 2700 Bristol Circle, Oakville in Ontario. Get your tickets at $65, $90, $115, and $140 win a photo opportunity with Ann. You can likewise purchase your access online at ColitToronto.com and info@primetimeeventsgroup.com. Your official media partner of Ann Curtis and Kulit. Last na to. Promise. In Toronto, PinoyRadio.com and MCBN TV.
Made in the Philippines.
It's craving time! CravePizza.com. Pizza treat or pizza break. Hey, what delights you?
your call, your order. 416-244-2223. We accept MasterCard and Visa as well. So, what delights you today? 416-244-2223. Or order online. Pizza lovers, it's time. At Crave Pizza, it's time. At Crave Pizza, halal food choices are also being offered.
The king has arrived. The fried pork rinds of the Philippines.
A true test of Kapampangan Chicharon is here. Murat malasa, malaki na, may laman pa. King Chicharon.
A taste of Pampanga.
Tara, antayin ka namin at lasapin ang sarap ng pamosong Pinoy Pulutan. Pork belly skin. Only at King Chicharon at 3454 Batter Street, North York, Ontario. Para sa karagdagang detalye, tawag na sa 416-735-4286. King Chicharon.
Welcome to Dr. V. Santiago and Associates Family Dentistry. Complete dental care, general and specialty dentistry with trusted team of doctors, surgeon, periodontists, and dental hygienists. Now with 2 locations to serve you in the Greater Toronto area. Main branch at Toronto office, Rosedale Medical Clinic, 600 Sherbourne Street, Suite 307, Toronto. And its new office and clinic at Mississauga Marketplace Plaza, 4555 Herentaria Street, Unit C11. To learn more about Dr. Santiago and the Family Dentistry Canada, visit them online with their new website, thefamilydentistry.ca. For a TLC way of treatment, call 416-967-9272 or 905-272-3455. Dr. V. Santiago and Associates Family Dentistry. Heard about Building Maintenance Vocational Program? It's what private career college like IBMA is pushing our future professionals to consider. For only 10 weeks, you'll be certified. 2.5 months is all you need at the International Building Maintenance Academy Incorporated. This 80-hour program can land you in your own career path with the necessary training and the experience required. IBMA, right at the heart of the Toronto area. Book an appointment now. 416-321-2222. Believe it, IBMA can offer you more than you can imagine in a relatively short period of time.
Panahon na! Level up with your iRemit Visa card, a prepaid ATM card with no maintaining balance required. It's time to get your own iRemit Visa card today. Remittance received by your beneficiary in seconds. Withdraw from more than 14,000 BankNet, Megalink, and Express ATMs in the Philippines and worldwide with iRemit Visa card. Convenient and cashless shopping.
You can even pay your bills with iRemit Visa card.
Pin protected with Europay MasterCard Visa. EMV chip technology for added security. Visit an iRemit office near you. Sa iRemit, may ngiti sa bawat padala.
Ito ang kulay ng buhay at pag-ibig. Muli natin balikan si Agatha sa Pinoy Radio para sa pagpapatuloy ng kulay ng buhay at pag-ibig.
Eto po. Ayan, tapos na kami maghanap buhay. Pero mag-greetings pa rin po kami muna bago namin malimutan. Una sa lahat po, ibinabati ko sa araw na to ang aking titang maganda, ninang namin. Ninang Cora, happy birthday po. Belated happy birthday Tita Benny ng California sa Mr. Kong side. At saka po sa mga taong may birthday, anniversary, kung ano pong celebration na hindi na nadaos nyo sa buwan ng Pebrero o sa weekend na to. And of course, my team for tomorrow's tournament, good luck.
Yes.
Team Wellesley, happy birthday at anniversary. Congratulations po sa inyong lahat.
Yes.
Kayo,
And
tita.
of course, your sister greeted us. And of course, si Percy nagluluto kasi birthday ni
Nag-ano nga, sabi niya na Ate Percy. Busy working right now but still watching you guys.
Yes, thank you. And of course, si Elsie from Marikina.
Yes, si Ate
Yung mga
Elsie.
taga Marikina, kumusta po kayo?
Good morning po,
Yung mga
good evening.
taga Bataan, Limay Bataan, kumusta po kayo? Nanonood sila usually gabi ngayon na doon eh.
Saka
And
yung
of
isa
course,
kong yung ating masugid na tita ko, younger sister ng tatay ko, si Tita Edita Cleofe Bauron. Hello po. Thank you, Tita, sa sa
Yeah.
message. My good friends in si Bubbles. Hello. And all the batchmate of 94 and 95.
And of course, sa family ni Elsie, yung mga
Yes.
nasa Philippines na nanonood din, sa mga family ni Percy, at
Yes.
saka mga kaibigan niya.
Yes,
Ganun din
hello
ho sa akin.
po.
And of course, birthday greetings. It was the birthday of my sister Clarice yesterday. And tama-tama tinawagan ko. Sabi ko, Clarice, when's your birthday? Now! Oh!
Nagka-moment.
Yeah. And then my brother-in-law, Junie, also, I think it was yesterday. They are in New Jersey. Hello, Junie.
Hello
Happy
po.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Hello, Belsie. And of course, yung mga anak nila, nandun na sila. And my belated my father-in-law, and of course, my belated mother-in-law. And my daughter, Cornelia.
Oh, her
Yes.
birthday. Happy
But hindi
birthday.
pa ngayon.
Advance happy birthday, Cornelia. Tama? Okay. Yes.
So, yun ang mga inaano ko, no? And I'm sure there are more. Yung
At saka Tita,
brother-
sabi niyo, yung founder ng King Chicharon.
Oo nga pala,
Yes.
si Brenda.
Happy birthday
Brenda,
po.
happy birthday today. Tonight,
Yes.
we're going to... Masarap ang chicharon nila.
Yes.
Alam mo, nakalimutan ko, may kasalanan ako, Nathan, tsaka Brenda. Hindi ko nadala yung chicharon nila, Von. Pag next week na lang, mag-guess si
Inano
Nathan
po
sa
niya,
atin.
nasarap pa si Tita, kaya po hindi na lang niya
Hindi ko naman
Ala,
makakain
next time,
ng
doble
maigi.
na yan, ha?
Oo. Ayun, narinig mo. Hindi ako pwede kumain kay Mimi Omar. Hindi naman sabay-sabay, paunti-unti lang.
Yes, tama
And
po
of
yan.
course, mayroon pa doon. Bigay na lang namin kay Ryan. Yung chicharon nyo, Von, napunta ka sa anak ko kay Ryan. Dadalhin namin doon.
No problem.
Yeah. So we will continue
Yes,
kasi
opo.
it's not that, alam mo naman, pag ganito, mahaba, and then mayroon tayong mga issue na maganda.
Yes.
So, and then there also, at saka noon, ang Philippines, yung government nila, usually it's by tribes nga.
Opo.
Bawat tribe minsan, may iba-ibang laws, okay? Now, mayroon din sa Batanes Island, yung binasa mo yung isa, yung indigenous yun sa Polynesian, di ba? Ngayon, mayroon din sa Batanes.
Opo, Batanes Island.
Before that pala, may political lineup na sila o may politicalized na sila.
Opo.
May system na sila prior to decolonization. So, hindi po pwede sabihin na ignoramos tayo, na barbarians tayo, na ganito tayo. Actually, we already had a political system. May government, may of government na tayo, kaya lang by tribes, di ba? Usually, ang head ng the archipelagic polity was headed by the Mangpus. No? And then, sa Batanes, due to geographic build only stone castles. So, may stone castles pala tayo.
Pero kung titingnan niyo po yung ibang mga nagpupunta sa Batanes, nakikita niyo po talagang yung mga bahay doon.
Oh, so
At
hindi
saka
lang nipahat pala tayo.
Batanes is one of the good reserve na talagang way back.
Yung pre-colonization. Wow. Tapos, yung gold also was regarded as high social value by the Ivatan. What is the Ivatan is like a tribe. Having contact with both Taiwan and Northern Luzon. So, hindi tayo ignoramos.
Hindi po.
No? And then, tapos, with the kingdom of
Ryukyu.
And then Japan
Sorry po.
pa. See? Kaya pala sa Japan, sa further part ng Fukushima, akala mo yung mga Japanese, yung kulay ng skin nila darker, akala mo Filipino.
Meron nga pong gano'n na may nakikita nga po ako.
Oo, maraming and then yung British pala, lang sila 1687 nung nag-visit sila, pero they never subjugated the people. So, ang Britain kasi hindi sila nag-isip na makonquer tayo.
Basta lang sila trades lang.
Yes. Kasi ang Spanish kasi it was more of their religion that they wanted to spread.
Religion, tapos and somehow meron na rin din po konting control.
Of course, siyempre, kasama na yun doon. Unfortunately, well, anyway. So, ito yung mga, so maganda pala, Melissa. Have you been to the Batanes Island?
Hindi po. Yung isa pong high school mate ko, nagpunta silang mag-asawa. Parang honeymoon nila.
Oh.
Yeah, pinakita ko po, ang ganda po. Meron nga po dong store yung sinasabi nila na honesty store.
Walang oo.
Bibili ka, pero yung bayad mo,
iiwan mo na lang.
Hindi pwedeng kulang.
Nice. Oo, hindi pwedeng
okay lang sobra, pero wag kulang. Pero honesty.
Pwede mo kung honesty yun, may mga barya doon, pwede mong kunin yung sukli mo.
Oh.
Okay. And then in the Ilocano people naman at the northwest side of Luzon, who classically were located in what is now Ilocos Sur, was headed by the Babaknang. The traditional name of the Ilocanos was Samboy.
Samtoy.
Saptoy.
Samtoy.
Samtoy.
Oh.
The
polity.
Yeah, did not have a royal family. Rather, it was by chieftain naman sila.
Oh.
So, mayroong royalty, mayroong chieftains. Pero sa kanila siguro, ang chieftain, yun na ang royalty nila. Okay? Tapos, ikaw, ano yung sa Cordillera?
The people of Cordilleras, collectively known by the Spanish as Igorot, were headed by the Apo.
Kaya pala doon pag may edad na Apo,
lagi,
Apo ganito, Apo.
Yung gano'n ang tawag nung kabarkada ko, hi Manang Greta. Lagi niyang tawag niya yung Apo. Pagka matanda na sa kanila. They were free from colonization until they were overcame. Oh, sorry. I mislooking there. This civilization were highland plutocracies with their very own distinct culture, where most were headhunters.
Okay.
According to the literature, some Igorot people were always at war with the lowlanders from the west of Ilocanos.
Okay. Well, kasi tribe. Tsaka, naalala ko noon, sabi nga sa Cordillera, yung, ano ba yon, yung ulo, pinapaliit. Di ba parang yung headhunters tapos i-shrink daw. I know it's not true. It's just legend or whatever.
Yes, tama po kayo doon.
Tapos the Cebuanos, sa Zamboanga naman to.
Sa Zamboanga Peninsula.
Who had their own statehood during the period. They were free from colonization until were overcame by the Islamic subjugations of the Sultanate of Sulu in the 13th century. They were ruled by the Timuay, the Sama Bajau people of Sulu archipelago, who were not Muslims and thus not affiliated with the Sultanate of Sulu. Actually, in the Mindanao area, and even yata sa atin, prehistoric time, there were Muslims, Islams, and what they call pagans. Kasi ang pagans hindi Muslim, hindi Hindu, whatever, no? Hindi sila Buddha or they were Buddhists. They were more pagan. Siguro they worshipped the stars, the moon, the forest, you know. So it was totally different. Kaya lang tayo naging aware tayo sa religion was because of during the Spanish na. So ikaw, Melissa, sa 14th century.
By the 14th century, these polities were organized in strict social classes: the datu or ruling class, the maharlika or nobleman, the timawa or freeman, the independent class, which is divided into two: the aliping namamahay o serfs, or aliping sa gigilid slaves.
Yung sa gigilid, that is outside of the house.
Yes.
Yung pamamahay is sa loob ng bahay. But this was also, di ba sa royalty, kahit sa Japan, kahit sa China, in any other Asian countries, mayroon talagang maid sa loob ng bahay at saka iba yung sa labas. Di ba?
Kung sabi, parang hardinero sila.
Yeah, yung mga,
sa labas sila.
Kaya ako noon may alipin akong mamamahay tsaka biro lang mo yun.
Hindi po. Ang tawag nila actually ngayon kasambahay.
Yeah, sambahay na ngayon. Wala na yung alipin. Ayun. Sorry.
Kasambahay na po.
Sorry.
Yun ang kanilang
so now it
nila
is, yes. Which is very interesting and very nice. So makikita mo kung saan nanggagaling yung mga ibang salita natin. Kumbaga yung mga wika natin, yung mga words natin. So doon natin na base. Imagine, we are from different cultures all over Asia. Di ba? Isn't that interesting? Kaya ang utak natin, iba-iba rin.
Iba yung isip dito.
Mayroon kaya nating disiplina, mayroon talagang matigas sa ulo.
Kahit anong gawin, kahit pukpukin mo, wala pa rin eh.
Sabi nga ng asawa ko, naku po, my goodness, ang hirap talaga disiplinahin ng Pilipino. Mayroon ng batas, hindi pa sinusunod. Pag sinusunod yung batas, galit sila, sasabihin sinusupress sila ng gobyerno.
Kaya nga po pagdating sa Pilipinas, ang yayabang. Pero pag umalis ng bansa ng Pilipinas,
ang babait.
Ang babait. Parang
magaling sumunod sa law.
Anghel, aberhe na yung...
No, because it is the environment we are in. Yung environment
pero
kasi natin.
Pero bakit hindi nila i-apply yung pag nasa Pilipinas ka?
Kasi, alam mo, kaya hindi ma-apply yun because sometimes, ego na natin
Dahil nakalabas ka na ng bansa.
Porque nakalabas ka ng bansa, may kaunti kang pera. Alam mo, minsan sa Philippines, pag may pera ka, nagiging mayabang. I'm not generalizing, okay? Don't get me wrong.
It's just...
Pero if you will look at it, whether may pera ka o wala, minsan talagang ang disiplina ang hirap. Nakikita natin sa mga basic day-to-day life na ito hindi naman mayayaman to, ha? We are common people. Yun ang tawag doon, common people. Tignan mo, linis ng paligid nila, basura. Mayroon iba, tapon naman ng tapon.
Yes.
Pag hinuli naman, galit pa.
Yes. Matuturo pa.
Oo, galit pa yon. Mumurahin ka pa. Kunwari, huhulihin ka ng pulis o kaya huhulihin ka ng yung in charge. Mumurahin mo pa. Tatakutin mo pa. So, you know what? Kung sumunod lang tayo sa batas, in a way, I think our life will be better.
Yes.
Diba?
Agree po ako dyan.
Yung Indianization and emergence of Suyat script. Okay. Itong Suyat script, this is in 1,200. Okay, so this is still pre-Hispanic time. Ang main article ho nito, kung i-google nyo, hanapin nyo Suyat script.
S-U-Y-A-T.
In a book entitled Tubod, The Heart of Bohol, published and accredited by the National Commission for Cultural and the Arts of the Philippines. Around the 12th century, a group of people from northern Mindanao settled in the strait between
mainland Bohol.
Alin?
Mainland Bohol.
Bohol and the neighboring island of Panglao. These people came from a nation in northern Mindanao called
Lutao.
Yes. Siguro it's a kingdom daw of Islamic Lanao.
Yeah, soon to be the Islamic Lanao.
Yeah. According to the much credited book, these people established the kingdom of Dapitan in western Bohol because true indigenous people of Bohol in the Anda Peninsula and nearby areas were not open to them, forcing them to establish settlement in the western part of the island. The kingdom was first built with hardwood on the soft seabed. Isipin mo hardwood, hindi nipahat.
Ang hirap.
So, where did I think I have to research with where did nipahat come from.
Yes.
Siguro nipahat is more in the Tagalog area. No?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So it engaged its trade nearby areas. Some Chinese merchants, the Jesuit Alcina tells about a rich nation he called the Venice of the Visayas. Wow. So, kung titignan natin, talagang marami. So and then after all this, and even there are still some areas na hindi ba marami pang indigenous sa Visayas, no? So you will look at the Suyat script. It is very long, hindi natin lahat ito, no? Imagine na cover lang natin to. And then sabi nga Chinese trade, the earliest date suggested for direct Chinese contact with the Philippines was 982.
What?
Yep, the year. At the time, merchants from May, now thought to be either Bay Laguna or the shores of Laguna de Bay, or a site in the island of Mindoro, brought their wares to Guangzhou and Quanzhou. This was noted by the Sung Shi, history of the Sung dynasty, siguro to, by Mai Tao Lin, who compiled it with other historical records in the Wenxian Tungkao at the time around the transition between the Sung and the Yun dynasty.
Pronounce mo, tita.
Hirap ako.
Ang yung pronounce, ang nila, ng mga name nila.
Yeah, isipin mo ito Present day Siquijor, also had its fair share of royalties during the period. The island kingdom was called Katagusan from Tugas, the malave tree that covered the hills, which abounded the islands along with fireflies during the time. The people of the ceramics. So, if you will look at it, pwede nyong i-research ito. Actually, I got this history nito is in Wikipedia.
Yes. Pagka ginugol nyo po siya, doon po na lumalabas at
sa
saka doon po namin
Wikipedia.
nakukuha mga information na to.
Yeah, sa Wikipedia. So, you know what? Maganda ito ang i-ano nila. This is very nice to, lalo na ngayon, tinuturuan, I think they can choose now, the children, may magkakaroon na sila ng Philippine history o yung mga organizations that teaches Philippine history. This is very interesting.
Yes, it's one of the good suggestions
We should not
that you
just
guys think
teach
about it.
During the Spanish.
Yes.
Dapat i-educate natin ang children prehistoric.
Agree.
Pre-Spanish pala. Sorry, hindi pala prehistoric. Diyos ko dahil.
Pre-Spanish. Before the Spaniard.
Yeah. So, okay. So these are very, very sensitive matters. And of course, let us proceed na sa subject matter natin.
Apo.
Kasi sabi ko, this is very controversial.
Apo.
Because this is by Rigoberto D. Tiglao. And he is a professional journalist. I will not read his credentials. But he is one of the editors, I think, on of the Manila Times. Okay? And there are many issues right now in the Philippines. Sabi ko nga, we're non-political. That's why I want to read it, Melissa, is because I don't want na ako ang sabihin ako.
Opo.
No? So this is the truth about Risa and her vilification to Duterte.
Yes.
This is the Manila Times, Thursday, February 21, 2019, by Rigoberto D. Tiglao. This was February 20, 2019. So if you want to read this, actually, I posted this also by Facebook, and it's quite long, but I will only, I would like to read a portion. I don't know if I should read it. Sabi nga, if not for Maria Risa and Rappler's verification campaign against President Duterte in the Philippines, her success in getting foreign media entitled to portray her as a heroine of press freedom, her journalism career would have crashed years ago. Risa is therefore unlikely to give up her portrayal of herself as a victim of the suppression of the press in a country which she says has a media that has been cowed. In the description of her by Rappler and other foreign award-winning sites, she is portrayed as a distinguished journalist who has been given more than 7 awards by international media outfit, including one of the Times Person of the Year. These were all given only in 2018 after Risa, with the help of Yellow Forces, managed to portray internationally as instances of Duterte's alleged authoritarianism, the actions of 2 state agencies in upholding our rule of law. First, the Securities and Exchange Commission's ruling that it had violated the constitutional ban on foreign money in media. And second, the National Bureau of Investigation decided to pursue a private citizen's libel charge against Risa. This is just a year of her efforts in portraying the Philippines as under authoritarian rule. And so on and so forth.
Mahaba po itong information na to.
But if you could read this on our Facebook,
yes. It will give you the details and
you have
understanding.
to read it from the beginning to the end.
Apo.
It says there are many issues. There are 3 elephants. It says resign to be fired, end of a career. And then, of course, this is not galing sa atin. Vicious false articles.
Devastating.
Yeah, devastating. SEC ruling.
There's so many things in there.
There's so many in here. And of course, as I said, this is based on Tiglao's writing. Sabi nga niya, ito babasahin ko lang yung huli na,
yes,
no?
Opo, yeah.
Sabi nga, sa Bureau of Internal Revenue read about the explanation, studied it for months, and ruled that Rappler's insurance securities general capital gains, which therefore must be taxed. Rappler evaded such payment of 133 million in taxes, the BIR concluded. The Justice Department had to agree with the BIR and filed a tax evasion case against Risa and her executives. Risa cried to the world that she's being prosecuted. Risa has very valid vilified her country of birth for her egoistic ambitions. American media are automatically biased against the third world leader who doesn't pay obedience to the U.S. and after all, its puny country is not that important to fact check the lies of fellow American tells them. So this is by Tiglao.
Yes.
This is not by us.
Sa article
Pero
nila.
basahin nyo ha. It's sad though kasi every administration has their flaws, right? And I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, if there's any journalist listening, you give us advice, because I think during this time of the 30, maybe, I don't think there's any journalist that has been, I'm sure there will be journalists in danger because it doesn't mean Duterte himself is doing it. But during the past administrations, there has many journalists who were killed, and even their many fellow journalists were quiet. During the Aquino administration, which Tiglao also wrote, as far as I'm concerned, were around more than 40 journalists that were killed, that were murdered. Yet everybody, people were not.
Di rin sila aware.
Maybe it would come out, but for a short while. But
tahimik.
I don't know if there's any journalist. That's why sinabi kong I don't know, because don't take my word for it if anything really they have done anything about it. So, nakakalungkot, Sana naman, let us give our country a chance.
Opo.
With all the things. Kasi yung mga ibang journalist naman, yung magagandang ginagawa ng administration, I'm not saying Duterte himself, because this is the job has to be done by a group of people. Right? So, the credit has to be given to people who are cooperating.
Yeah.
Okay?
Kung sino yung talagang bumuo.
Yung tumutulong.
Yeah.
Okay?
Tumutulong sa isa't isa.
So, ang ito lang ang masasabi ko, give our country a chance. Nakakalungkot kasi we promote our country, we promote the sceneries, we promote the environment, we try to promote na yung mga products natin and everything, and then ibabash.
Yeah.
The Filipinos are hard workers. And that is one of the traits na maganda sa Filipino. Sana let us just keep it up.
Yeah.
Let us try to help one another than try to put down each other.
Yes. Don't pull
Especially
someone.
ngayon sa election na to.
Yes.
It's terrible, right?
Agree.
So, our Bible verse, kasi malapit na tayo.
Apo.
Melissa, I will read the first. Ikaw
Okay
na
po.
sa Philippians.
Apo.
Romans 13 verse 1 to 4. Let every person be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God. And those that exist have been instituted by God. Therefore, whoever resists the authorities resists what God has appointed. And those who resist will incur judgment. For rulers are not a terror to good conduct, but to bad. Would you have no fear of the one who is in authority? Then do what is good, and you will receive his approval. For he is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid. For he does not bear the sword in vain. For he is the servant of God, an avenger who carries out God's wrath on the wrongdoers. Therefore, one must be in subjection, not only to
Patuloy
avoid
niyong
God's
pinakikinggan
wrath,
si
but
Agatha.
also for the
Ito
sake
ang kulay.
of conscience. So that is Romans 13, 1 to 4. So you read the text, kasi even in the Bible, actually God placed one of the ruthless king to rule over in Jerusalem, right? In Judea, I think, and still he was placed there because of the disobedience of the people, and he was a ruthless king. So if you read that, it would be interesting. So go ahead, Philippians chapter 4 verse 8.
4 verses 8. Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things.
Yes.
Ganda niya.
Kasi talaga naman, our world today is very, very complicated. We have to be politically correct.
Yes.
We have to be very considerate. we cannot give our opinions anymore because there are reasons behind that. Kumbaga, para bang masyado na tayong nako-control.
Yes.
And then we can create our own ano ba tawag doon, yung kini-create natin yung kung anong gusto natin.
Maganda din po ito yung the last one natin, yung
sige.
Corinthians chapter 3 verses 18,
Yes.
the English Standard Version. Let no one deceive himself. If anyone among you thinks that he is wise in this age, let him become a fool, that he may become wise.
Yeah.
Diba? Ang
See?
ganda niya.
So, there are many things sa buhay natin. Nakakatuwa kasi nung nag-uusap kami ni Omar ito, sabi ko, hindi nila alam na tayo malakas ang Chinese blood sa Filipino because of the trading. Sabi ni Omar, oo nga eh. Sabi niya, ang tilapia, bilog ang mata, di ba? Ngayon, singkit na.
Kanina, ay kagabi pinamainay.
Isipin mo, ngayon singkit. Ewan ko, sabi ko, pupunta ako sa palengke, titignan ko nga kung singkit.
Ang galing naman ng comment na yun.
Alam mo, si Omar, ano yan eh, mga hugot.
Tito galing nyo But we also, before we, someone would like to just says, Luz Murillo de Jesus, please send my greetings to our beautiful Cornelia from all of us. So, Cornelia from the Luz Murillo de Jesus family, happy birthday.
Thank you, Luz.
Yes.
Yan ang mga friends ko sa Marikina din, si Luz, si Baby, si Becky. Oh, hello, matagal ko na hindi nagigreet.
Belated happy birthday, Baby Marquez o Tin Marquez.
At saka yung mga mga kapatid ko sa Japan, mga pamangking ko. Alam mo, minsan my uncle who is in Vegas, kasi hindi ba nag-snow sa Vegas?
Yeah, kumusta po sila doon?
Ay, Uncle Joe. Sabi ng uncle ko, once in every 4 years, I think it does. It does.
Kasi last New Year's po nag-snow din.
Yeah.
Light snow lang, florist lang sa
Pero on the side daw na banda sa mountain nila, it snows doon.
Yeah.
So, hi Uncle, Auntie. Matagal ko na hindi nakakausap.
At saka yung
sarili nating relatives eh. Hi Ryan, Sharon, Diana, they always watch. And of course, my sister Merlin, kasi sa bowling. So, yun ang bowling niya. My niece and si Mengay. Si Mengay. She is my pamangkin, I think, on a 2nd degree or 3rd degree relative.
I see.
Yeah.
And before I forget, also I would like to greet hello Mikako, one of our good friends who went back na international student siya dito pero bumalik na sa Kyoto, Japan. Hi Mikako, hope to see you soon.
So lahat ng kakilala ko, yung mga sa Middle East, matagal na nating din mabate. Yung
hello po.
Sa Middle East, sa Kuwait, sa Dubai. Sa all over the world.
Sa Israel,
England,
sa England, sa Italy.
So, hello po sa inyo lahat. Kasi sometimes our subject matter is so interesting. Ako kasi, lalo na pag history, I am like drived into.
Yeah, we're just going and then forget na, oras natapos na.
Ituloy na lang natin yan. So, Melissa, magpaalam ka na?
Natapos na naman po ang isang oras namin dito sa Buhay at Pag-ibig. Ang magagandang talakay na ginawa namin tungkol sa historia sa history ng Pilipinas.
Yes.
Sana po nagustuhan ninyo at nagkameron po kayo ng impormasyon na makakatulong sa inyo at sa mga kapamilya nyo. Ito po si Melissa. Marami pong salamat sa suporta. Ingat po lagi kayo.
Once again, nagpapaalam na si Agatha to on behalf of Percy. Enjoy your day. Be careful kasi ang weather natin. Please don't drink and drive. And of course, Brenda, I'll see you later. And to everybody around the world, love, peace, and joy. God bless you all. Thank you. Bye.
Inyong natunghayan ang naiibang programang para sa Pilipino. Mga kulay ng buhay at pag-ibig. Sa muli, samahan si Agatha sa pagtalakay sa mga usapin ng buhay. Mga awiting kumilala sa lahing kayumanggi. Hanggang sa susunod na Sabado, ganap na alas 9 ng umaga. EST. Dito lamang sa PinoyRadio.com.
Lahat ng araw, kita'y mamahalin.
Kung nung nakaraang taon, nadala kayo sa tingin, habang ang iba na may nakuha sa tikim.